right, so I'm coming to you all showered. My hair is not done, but it's doing like its own thing. I'm gonna let it just be crazy. So I'm here to update you on the new year, new me cycle that I'm trying to get on still, now that we are in September. Here's the thing. I have been fighting something all year, half the year not realizing that I was fighting something, and then the other, up until this point, not accepting it until now, which is, sorry to get so heavy right off the bat, bipolar disorder. When I went to the doctor in July, my blood work was fine. I'm a pretty healthy person. I gotta watch my cholesterol though. And she was basically saying, however, suspects that I have bipolar disorder and wants to see more of me so that she can assess whether I'm going to need to see a therapist to handle my daily life. And when I heard that, I was kind of like, all right, well, this is not news to me, because when I saw a therapist as a child, teenager, they're children. A therapist before had told me that I do have bipolar disorder. I've seen 3. The second one said I had anxiety, and the third one said I just have depression. So, I've kind of spent my life with misdiagnosis forever. So when I heard, this as an adult now, it's like, okay, I've heard this before. And I still haven't Googled anything about bipolar disorder. I know the gist behind it, but I've never actually taken the time to really understand what happens. I know what happens, but you when you take it a step further because you have it, I haven't gone to that point yet. I really only been in this state of acceptance since yesterday. Like, this is brand new. Like, you were new to this as I am. So the month of August has been the worst month for me. I was in the most manic depressive state ever. I have really nothing to complain about in my life, yet I was so sad, crying myself to sleep, calling myself a failure because yet again I'm on YouTube saying I'm going to do something and I don't do it. So and I fall into the same cycle over and over again, and it's not me, it's a mental issue that I am dealing with, but I'm not seeing it because I don't, when I think of a mental issue, I really take it to the extreme. I'm like, but I'm not crazy. However, I'm sitting in my apartment in August, like, with everything being a mess, and I can't bring myself to clean, do dishes, take a shower. Like, I'm just so, when I'm off, I have an itch. I think I have a cat hair like on my face. When I'm off and I'm not working, I can't bring myself to do the basic functional things that a human being needs to do because that's how depressed I am. So how am I here now talking to you? Well, I saw family about the day before yesterday, and I was with family. I felt good, and then yesterday I just had this wave of positive vibes and everything, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna ride with this. I'm gonna just be productive. And I was. So I wanted to update you guys about everything and tell you guys that, I'm in the state of mind of like, no, I am not at where I want to be, where I wanted to be at the beginning of the year. I'm not there right now. And that's okay, because I was never gonna be there. I was very ambitious January 1st. I was very ready to go, and that's great. But that's because I was in my highest high, not realizing that I was gonna eventually hit my lowest low. So understanding that now has put me in the mindset of, okay, how, instead of trying to reach this crazy task of changing my entire life, how do I use this information that I finally accepted into my life and apply it to what I'm trying to do? I'm taking a different turn into this whole change. I'm not gonna switch out the goals completely, but I'm not gonna be as obsessed about being like oh my God, I changed my life. No, bitch, this is really fucking hard to do. So here's what happened. I stopped budgeting completely. You guys know in the beginning of the year, I was using this crazy budget system, which is not crazy, it was fucking perfection. Because when I was doing this envelope system, I had multiple savings accounts. And by, I don't know what month, before my birthday, around my birthday, they had some money in them. Like yummy money. And I had a few savings accounts, and I went, where did this money come? How did I save up this much money so damn fast? And now I have a bunch of savings accounts, period. Like, I was so destructive, mostly in August, and it started trickling in the summer, in July, June, July. I started falling off the wagon and stuff. In August was the most destructive, and I would just mindlessly spend my money. I stopped doing this shit. I was like, I'm not doing that shit. And I would just bleh. And now I just have savings accounts, and it's not the same. They have money in them, but it's so not where they were, and that's sad. And it made me realize, like, wow, this simple little system really did work. So now I'm back on it. Now I'm like, bitch. You get $75 a week for groceries and $75 a week for other things like gas and pet food and miscellaneous expenses that you may need, like paper towels. I don't know. So there's that. I'm back on this, and I'm very excited to finally start saving my money again because yikes. I'm going to Japan in October. Luckily, I've been saving money for that, but it's just, where is it? Anyway, so there's that. Also, too, now that I know how I am, I'm really taking my bullet journal, and it's sort of becoming my therapeutic tool. Now, for me, because I have seen therapists in the past as a teenager, I don't find them quite useful. It's just my outtake. Please do not take what I say and utilize that in your life, but I've been to therapy, and I don't see the value in paying someone to ask me questions about my life. I tell you guys about my life. I'm on Periscope Live all the time talking about anything and everything. I've been there and done that. There is not one person in my life who I'm afraid to talk to. I don't need somebody who's on the payroll. In my closed-minded state of mind, because I'm going to accept the fact that that's probably a closed-minded way to think, I don't think that's necessary. And then also, too, medication. I've tried Paxil, and that made me feel so horrible. And I've had one of them was pretty major, anxiety attacks. And I'm not taking that. I'm not taking medication right now. Not until I know for sure, I can't get a hold of this myself. So what am I doing? My bullet journal, now that I'm back into this thing again, controlling my damn life. Of course, the basic steps of planning your weeks, which, for me, you take your week, you list the things you got to get done, and you do them. Simple as that. But I saw this thing on YouTube. It was originally I first saw it on this girl's channel when I was watching a bunch of Plan With Me's. But then I found this guy who created this actual system. I will link his video down below. And he developed this productivity level tracker, which, first of all, is very tedious to do, but it's freaking adorable. So the base, from what I understand and what I'm using it for, is just data. I am going to analyze my mental state for the month of September. I'm going to try to follow as much as I can for this New Year, New Me, but really this is going to be the time to analyze me. So with this productivity level, you put an icon for the things that you did that day that are actually productive, not the basic shit like brush your teeth, the really good productivity things that you should be doing. And each day you can see what level you hit. Now, you're not trying to hit level 3 every single day because you're going to burn yourself out. That's a lot of stuff that's being done. So you're just tracking it. That way you know how much you get done, and these grayed out days are Saturday, Sundays. So I will know as the days go on how productive I am. Like, am I productive in the beginning of the week or at the end of the week, or at the beginning of the month or at the end of the, you know what I mean? I'm gonna see my patterns, and that's very exciting. I also use this section plan the night before. So on the first, that evening, I planned that I wanted to do these things, and I actually got them done. Yay. So tonight I planned that I'm going to do these 2 things, and we'll see tomorrow if I actually do them. Now you're probably like, well, what do the icons mean? So I have here, if I can flip to it, I have a sheet that has a list of all of my icons. Now you can go on Pinterest and just type in icons, and you will literally see just pages of these cute little icons that you can use for whatever activity that you want to track. So for example, I have bedding, like a bed to make my bed for the day, and skincare, I put a little mask. So things like that. When I actually do the things that I should be doing, it's gonna go in here. Great. So again, this is just to analyze how much is getting done. And then if things are not getting done, like if I'm stuck in level 1 for a few days in a row, that's me telling myself, you know what, I'm probably going through a low right now. Maybe it's not the best time to plan certain events around this time. Things are not going to get done. I'm going to flake. My house won't be clean. Like, I will then know my mental state and then learn how to work around it. Ta-da! See? Now, because I'm sorry, I'm really hungry. I don't know if you heard my stomach, but I'm hungry. So now that this has been implemented into my bullet journal, I got really excited and I added something a little bit extra. What I created was this routine schedule. So in the beginning of the year, I created this. I had this morning and night routine, things that I want to do. Well, when do I ever flip to this page? Like, never. And the way I laid it out, it's not fun for me to read. I look at this and I'm like, bleh, no. If it's not aesthetically pleasing, I won't do it. I know it's crazy, but that's just how my mind works as an artist and as a person with bipolar disorder. I have to see like this in order to get excited about it. I'm just realizing this now. I'm learning myself too. So what I did was I created a morning routine. So just to quickly go over it: water, make your bed, yoga or meditate, breakfast, vitamins, oil pulling, brushing your teeth, taking a shower, doing your hair, doing your makeup, and doing some journaling. And then at night, the routine that I have here is cleaning up a little bit, journaling, planning your outfit the night before, taking a shower, face mask, brushing your teeth, oil pulling, doing your hair, and then meditating or doing yoga. And my goal for this thing is to try to fill out as many as possible to achieve my morning routine. I normally shower in the evening, so showering in the morning is probably not something I'm gonna do very often. But sometimes I wake up and I've been sweating all night, I do need a quick rinse. So the idea is to try to fill it in. I gotta take my damn vitamins. So I gotta do this. But anyway, this is a tracker so that I have a set schedule, because I noticed that when I'm not working, I wake up and I'm like, okay, what do I do today? And then you know what I do? I end up getting on YouTube, and I end up getting on Instagram, and I end up Netflixing, and then nothing gets done. And then I look at the clock and it's 8 p.m. and I'm like, where'd the day go? And it's the weirdest, most uncomfortable feeling I've ever felt. These last 2 days, as you can clearly see, I have been pretty damn productive and things have been getting done. My bills have been getting paid on time. The last few months, she has been forgetting to pay them on time. I have been paying late fees because I haven't been in the damn journal. And it is a constant learning process. Even when when you've had your set goals in the beginning of the year, it's sticking with it. And because now I'm finally accepting and admitting that this mental state that I have, this condition that I have, is a reality. Understanding it, accepting it, and realizing I was never going to just automatically flip the switch. It was never going to happen. As ambitious as I was in the beginning of the year, that was my downfall. You know, I was in my highest highs, not realizing I was going to hit my lowest lows. So, am I going to stop doing this? No, I'm going to still. You guys, if you haven't done the envelope system, go back into like one of the first few videos I did about the New Year, New Me, and adopt this into your life, because I'm telling you, you won't realize all of a sudden you have a savings account or a few. And yikes, I want that back again, because that was security. That was security I needed in my life again. And yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to come in and tell you that this is where I'm at now. I've started yoga. My knees have been in horrible condition. My body pain is still pretty bad. The health care that I'm receiving is not the best. I am still waiting on x-ray clearance, like to get x-rays done for my insurance. I'm willing to bet that my doctor didn't even submit the order. So I can't work out because it's very painful. So I've adopted yoga instead. And actually I'm really enjoying yoga. But it burns. But it's like, oh, so you sort of fall into these things like, I actually enjoy doing that. And doing that first thing in the morning, it's like this moment of just like peacefulness. You guys, like, I've just been like candle and everything. Like I'm learning things about myself now. And I'm going, oh, I've been going about this all wrong for a personal standpoint, just because I don't work in specific ways. So if you are going through the sort of the same thing that I'm going through as far as trying to, you know, change your life as well, and realizing, why am I not hitting these points? Maybe you're going about it in a way that's not working for you mentally. And I don't know how I could help you in that aspect, but it's September and I'm learning this about myself now. So just try to do things in different ways. If you don't like cardio, try going to the beach and walking on the sand. Do something just different. I don't know. I'm just giving you an example. Anyway, I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys this is where I am right now. And you know, like weight wise, like I was never gonna reach this crazy. I wasn't gonna be 130 at the end of the year. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is my current tracker for my weight loss. Look, I wasn't even tracking. Like, that's how much I was like, fuck this. And then I didn't track in August at all. I'm gonna weigh myself whenever I get to a scale sometime in September. But you can see how I dropped the weight, but then it went back up again. So I was so destructive in August, ridiculously destructive, like Uber eating donuts and eating that for breakfast. Like, it was bad. So anyway, I just wanted to get on here and say, you know what, you guys, she's working on it, and she's excited that she's accepted the reality behind her condition. She's speaking in a weird position right now. And yeah, I'm excited to see how I continue on with the rest of the year. I feel like this whole New Year, New Me is going to be a year or two of a process. Like, it's not going to be a 1 year thing. It's going to take its time. I will get there. I feel it in my core that I will get to a place that I really want to be physically, mentally, emotionally. It's just not going to be as quick as I thought it was going to be. So we'll see. We'll get there. Anyway, I'm going to get going. I've rambled on enough. Did I forget anything? I don't think so. Okay. So, be good to yourself. Be good to others. And I'll see you all very soon, you know? We'll see you when I make the next video. Bye, everybody.